I'm not even surprised anymore. Hey, I am Chuck the Bureaucrat, and today I want to share 3 Facebook scams that I've been enjoying lately. I mean, I gotta be honest. Facebook is like a cesspool. It's just full of shysters and hucksters hawking the lowest forms of content imaginable. Myself included, right? I mean, I'm just pushing my sad little videos on an unsuspecting populace. But in some ways, a garbage fire can be a lot of fun as long as you understand that it's garbage. And so I've kind of changed the way that I deal with the scammy people who message me out of nowhere. The time was that I would just block them and ignore them, but now I kind of play along to see what the hip new scams are. And today, I got 3 for you. The first one is a pretty straightforward scam, just dressed up in a military uniform. The next 2, well, they're a bit more nuanced and they are better targeted at a guy like me. Okay, the first one comes from those Air Force recruiter accounts. Now, some of them are legit, like Tech Sergeant Wilson here. I mean, these guys are out there actually posting things about their activities and accomplishments. But these kind of accounts are pretty easy to manufacture, and so I got a message from one of them. He's like, "How you doing?" "Pretty good. How are you?" Wonder of wonders, he needs help. Okay, I'll play along. The guy's like, "Cash app me $200 and I will pay you back $250 tomorrow." Yeah, sure. But I am curious to see where this is going. Bing, bang, boom. He gives me that Cash App address and then he blocks me on Facebook right away. Honestly, this is some pretty good shtick. It's pretty transparent, and there you have it. By the way, do you notice how this account says Facebook user? That's because he blocked me. The next one is an approach that the Federal Trade Commission has been tracking since like 2017. So it's an oldie and a goodie. Essentially, the con here is that the government will give certain disadvantaged people money to pay their bills. The victim pays some unspecified government agency an upfront cost, and then the agency turns around and pays this person's bills with grant money. What I really enjoyed about this guy is it took him about a week to get through the pitch. "Hey, how you doing?" "Fine. How are you?" "Oh, I'm excited because God is good." "Uh-huh. Why is that?" "Have you heard about this program?" "Nah. Tell me more." And then he goes off about how he got $300,000 and just about anybody is eligible. So I just keep stringing along with him. And then he does this thing that I think is actually a little clever. He cautions me to watch out because there's online scam artists who abuse this program. And he directs me to deal with a specific agent. Of course, this agent is just some Facebook account with a photo of a dude in a suit. And then this guy starts pressuring me to apply, and it's right about then that I'm like, no thanks, I'm done with this game. The last one is a little bit better at masquerading as a legitimate program, and I'll show you why in a second. Good old Jimmy Jacks starts off with the classic, "Hey, how you doing?" With this guy, I started off with some absurd questions that a normal human being could easily answer. It's sort of my version of a Turing test. But he ignores my question about potatoes and plunges on, complaining about his back. Okay, I'll be your huckleberry. What's next? And then he suddenly makes the pivot to talking about community development block grants from the Department of Housing and Urban Development. That's a very natural transition for a conversation. What I think is sophisticated about this scam is that the Department of Housing and Urban Development actually does have a community development block program. The only problem is they don't issue grants to individuals like me or Jimmy Jacks. And so welcome to the modern world of scams. And if you are a transitioning military service member, you're going to find out that you are a particularly desirable target for some types of scams. If you want to learn about this in general, you can watch this video. And if you want to see the specific scam where people try to poach VA pensions, watch this video.